In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 5th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Colorado Rockies versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks continue a 3-game divisional series on Tuesday night. The Diamondbacks lead the season series by a 9-2 mark. With 14 losses this year, Kyle Freeland is enduring one of the worst seasons of his career and has already exceeded his previous career high for losses by 3. Surprisingly, Freeland's struggles have come on the road this year instead of at hitter-friendly Coors Field. The veteran pitcher is just 1-9 on the road this season, and his earned run average is 5.32 away from Coors. At this point in the season, I tend to side with the teams that have more to play for. And with Arizona in the thick of a playoff race, I expect a strong performance from the Diamondbacks on Tuesday, especially since Colorado has lost 10 of its last 11 games on the road entering this week's 6-game road trip. So the Arizona Diamondbacks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Freeland has struggled against the Rockies, posting a weak 5.49 earned run average in 103.1 career innings. Arizona is exploiting the Rockies' pitching, averaging a stellar 6.5 runs against the rivals this season. In addition, the Rockies just scored 22 runs in 3 games against the Jays prior to this series. The Bats will produce at the plate against Brandon Pfaadt. The Diamondbacks rookie has issued an abysmal 7.3 earned run average at home and just allowed 5 earned runs against the Dodgers last time out. The over is 5-2 in the Rockies' last 7 road games. Kyle Freeland has been far from sharp this season. The over has hit in 4 out of his last 5 starts, and he's already been hit hard in his 2 starts against Arizona this season. He has not pitched well on the road, but fortunately for his team, the Rockies should have chances of their own to score against Brandon Pfaadt, who has an earned run average over 7 at home this season. It probably won't be enough for Colorado to win, though, as Christian Walker, Corbin Carroll, and Kettle Marte are a combined 2-1 for 7-2 lifetime against Freeland. This is a game where the Diamondbacks should be able to outscore Colorado in a high-scoring contest. I expect plenty of scoring in this one. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Oakland Athletics. The Toronto Blue Jays and Oakland Athletics face off on Tuesday in an MLB showdown at the Oakland Coliseum. On Monday, it was the Blue Jays that secured the 6-5 victory. Chris Bassett will meet the A's for the 2nd time this season. He yielded 4 earned runs on 5 hits and 2 walks in a no decision against Oakland on June 23rd. The current A's are 8 for 3-0 with no extra base hits or home runs against Bassett, so I'm expecting a former Athletic to pitch well in this game. Bassett holds a shiny 2.43 earned run average and 1.04 WHIP in 266.1 innings of work at Oakland Coliseum. It's hard to trust Zach Neal, though the Athletics bullpen has recorded a sturdy 2.81 earned run average and a 3.6 FIP over the last 10 days in 32 innings pitched. Still, the Blue Jays have accounted for a 147 WRC plus against right-handed pitchers and 167 WRC plus against left-handed pitchers during that span, so I'm expecting them to score early and often. When diving into the previous 7 appearances for these pitchers, Chris Bassett is 3-2 with a 3.5 earned run average and a 1.15 WHIP in 43.2 innings, while Zach Neal is 1-0 with a 6.27 earned run average and a 1.71 WHIP in 18.2 innings. These offenses in the second half of the season have shown a big difference, as Toronto is scoring 4.78 runs in their 46 games since the All-Star break, while Oakland is averaging 3.89 runs during their 45 games in the second half of the year. The Blue Jays simply can't blow games like this if they're going to make a push for a wild card spot. The Athletics are the worst team in baseball, and they're the worst team to back for bettors. As I've said time and time again this season, there's no value in backing the A's. I don't care what the pitching matchup or what the circumstances are. The Athletics are pathetic. So the Toronto Blue Jays to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Blue Jays bats have done a great job of late and will torture Zach Neal and his relievers. On the other side, the Athletics should be able to score a run or two off Chris Bassett. The Blue Jays relief pitching has amassed a 4.13 earned run average and 3.29 FIP in the past 10 days and 32.2 frames of work. 3 of the Athletics' previous 4 tilts have produced 9 or more runs in total. Also, 7 of the Blue Jays' previous 8 contests have seen more than 8 runs on the scoreboard. These offenses have been doing extremely well throughout the last few weeks as Toronto is scoring 5.83 runs in their previous 12 games, while Oakland is averaging 4.77 runs in their last 13 games played. A major difference has been the bullpens of these teams, as the Blue Jays are 6th in the sport with a 3.55 reliever earned run average, while the Athletics are dead last with a 5.32 bullpen earned run average up to this point this season. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus San Diego Padres. The Philadelphia Phillies and San Diego Padres face off on Tuesday in an MLB showdown at Petco Park. On Monday, it was the Phillies that were able to secure the 9-7 victory. When looking at this matchup, the pitching battle is about even. Michael Lorenzen has as many innings pitched as runs allowed since tossing a no-no in early August. Pedro Avila has given up 11 runs in 7.1 innings since joining the rotation late in August, even if the defense didn't help him. Both bullpens are capable of tossing zeros consistently, although Philadelphia has a slight edge. At the plate, the Phillies are much more reliable. Only 4 clubs are putting up more runs than them in the second half of the season, which is why Philadelphia has been consistently winning since then. San Diego's offensive production has been modest, but not nearly the same level. Another thing that the Phillies are a level above the Padres and is flat out winning games. Philadelphia is more trustworthy, without considering they had beaten the Padres in 8 of the last 10 meetings before this series began. I can't quite wrap my head around why the Phillies are slight underdogs in this spot considering the overall trajectory of both of these teams. While Michael Lorenzen hasn't been too sharp in his last 3 starts, I still think he's the more reliable arm in this game. He'll take on Pedro Avila, who enters with a 2.67 earned run average and 1.38 WHIP. Those are decent numbers, but it's worth noting that the right-hander hasn't reached 5 innings yet this season. That means we'll see a healthy amount of the San Diego bullpen, which is a pedestrian unit. They're ranked 12th in earned run average and 14th in WHIP. Considering this Phillies offense is red hot, they should do enough to notch the victory here. So the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. Picking up right where I left off, this Phillies offense is on another level right now. Over the last 15 days, they're ranked first overall in ops and home runs. To put that into perspective, the next closest team in ops is the Mariners at .874. That's nearly 100 points higher. On top of that, Philadelphia is also hitting for average as they're 3rd in the majors over the same 15-day time frame. On the flip side, Lorenzen has been shaky lately, giving up 15 runs over his last 3 starts. Even though the Padres have been severely underwhelming this year, they still boast a ton of star power. On one side, Michael Lorenzen has allowed at least 4 runs in 3 straight starts. On the other side, Pedro Avila's 2 latest appearances were starts where he gave up at least 5 runs in each. That alone is 9 runs, which clears the total by itself. Then the offenses come into play. Philadelphia is putting up 5.6 runs per game since the All-Star break. The Padres are scoring 4.58, not great, but still respectable. With neither pitcher throwing well lately, it seems reasonable for the offenses to perform to their averages. Using math, that's at least 10 runs. I believe that they'll find some success offensively and we'll see this game turn into a barn burner. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.